Hi guys, I am back and today I'm going to be doing the next update to my Pan Those Eyeshadow Palettes video. Right now I'm working on the Huda Beauty New Nude Palette and I'm so excited to be working on this. In case you missed it, here is a quick reminder of what my palette was looking like last month. And I'm very excited to announce that this is what my palette is looking like this month. So I have hit pan on Secret and on Love Bite. There's two new pans. I also have greatly expanded the pan in Bare very unintentionally. Well, I mean, I've used it, but I wasn't like trying to use it up. I really wish that I had waited a couple more days to film my last update because I hit pan on Secret at the very beginning of the month and then I just kind of stopped using it for the most part. I wanted to play with other shades in the palette, kind of play with some different looks since I wasn't trying to hit pan on this one anymore. And so, I mean, I could have been using that time focusing on a different shadow, but anyways, sorry, my hair is just like getting on my nerves today. And then I just hit pan on Love Bite yesterday. I was waiting to film this update until I hit pan on Love Bite because I wanted two new shades to roll in today. The last shadow that I'm working on is the shade Raw. It does have a tiny bit of a dip in it. I don't know if you could see the dip right there, but this is what this shade looks like. It's very warm. I've tried using it as a liner. I've done some very fun, like kind of warm smoky eyes with this shade. And I really like this shade, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to hit pan on it just because it's not my favorite liner shade, so I don't want to just wear it as a liner every day, which is basically how I hit pan on Love Bite, using it like on my lash line either as a winged liner or doing like kind of a smudgy smoky liner, either or doing a fun pop of color on the lower lash line. Raw, it's a beautiful color. It does make a fun liner every once in a while, but it's just not my favorite, so I'm not going to be like forcing myself to use it every day just to use it up. I like using it in the crease. I like making a smoky eye with it, but I'm not going to be heartbroken if I don't hit pan on it, but I am happy that I'm seeing a dip in it. So as you may know, I have 1 month left with this palette, and I'm very excited to play around with it a little bit more and maybe get some good dips in a couple of other shades. I'm hoping to roll in a shimmer or one of the glitter shades just because I do really like the shimmers in this palette, so it would be nice to be able to focus on one of them without feeling like I'm neglecting my focus shades. But yes, I'm going to be rolling in 2 shades and we're going to swatch the new color story, and then I will be back in 1 month to wrap up this palette and introduce my next palette. So I use my graphing calculator. I have random integer between 1 and 14 because I have 14 shades left on this palette that are eligible for painting. I'm not painting the concealer shade. I'm just going to scrape it out one of these days. I'm just lazy and I haven't done it yet. So I have 14 powder shadows that I could roll in, and I'm going to start with Crave up in the upper corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Have that all set up, so I'm just going to hit enter. And I've rolled in the shades 12 and 4. So 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the shade Spanked, which I use a lot in conjunction with the shade Love Bite. This one is much less deep and a little bit less pigmented, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if the shade was always like that, but right now it's quite sheer. It makes a beautiful wash of color, and it's really good for smudging out like the lower lash line or smudging out the Love Bite shade because it's quite sheer, but it's not quite as pop as I thought it would be when I first started playing with the palette again this year. I don't remember if it was always like that or not. And 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so did not get any shimmers. I got the shade Tease, which is another deeper matte. This is a pretty color. This one's very purple. So as you can see, all of these are very pink toned, but they range in kind of like the other complementary tone. Like this is pink toned, but it's kind of orangey, sunsetty. This is very just straight pink, but kind of a cool pink. And this is like a purpley brown. I do love all the variation of pinky colors in this palette. Actually, I was wrong. I just can't count. I forgot to skip over concealed when I was counting. So 12 is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is tease. And then I'm already painting raw, so I'll skip over that one. And it is actually the shade Charmed. Let me swatch that out. I can't believe I made that mistake. The shade Charmed is, here I'll fix, is honestly one of my favorite shades in this palette. I'm wearing it today. It is like the most beautiful pinky bronze. So this one is just so pretty, kind of sheared out just for like a little bit of sparkle, or built up for full intensity. That makes me very happy. I'm so happy I rolled that shade in. That is everything for today's video. I'm so excited to be working on these 2 new shades, plus continuing to see progress on the shade Raw. I really hope that you enjoyed today's update. I hope this was exciting to you, and I really, really hope that you come back in a month to see me wrap up this palette and introduce my next palette for the year. That is everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you're having an incredible day wherever you are. Thanks, guys.